Yeah, great to see you all again. Really two things that I want to hit this week. And one is that we are in our final week of home games for the regular season. We've got Omaha on Thursday. We've got St. Thomas on Saturday. Then we hit the road and we play SDSU in Brookings on Tuesday for our last three regular season games. And we are still very much in the hunt for that final spot in the Summer League tournament. We're a half game behind Omaha right now. We've got them on Thursday, so that'll be a really big match for us. And then another crack at St. Thomas, this time at home, after going extra points with them in 3 of the 4 sets on the road with them the first time we played them this year. The other thing that I really want to highlight is that it is our senior day week. So St. Thomas, that match on Saturday will be our senior day celebrations for our 3 seniors, Katy and Izzy and Paige. And I just want to take a second to talk about those 3 because they've been so impactful for us during their time with our program and are leaving a legacy that is one of a kind as a class. And so I want to start with Katy Riviere. She's just an incredible athlete and one of the most versatile players that we've ever coached in this program. She's able to truly do it all and has done everything for us this season and over the course of her career with us. She's been a multiple-time all-tournament player for us in multiple non-conference tournaments that we've had over the past few years, and despite battling injuries and 3 of her 4 seasons has always come on and done a really nice job for us, as she is right now. She's come out and been one of our top players over the last few weeks of the season, especially as we battled against the top half of the conference in the second half of conference play. And so we're really going to be missing Katy on the court as an athlete for us, but we're really excited because she's going to be returning with us for the next couple of years as our graduate assistant, and so she's going to be staying involved with the program and starting her own coaching career, which we're really excited to see what she's going to do in that phase of her life. And we have Izzy McCormick and Paige Barber. I'll start with Izzy. Izzy is on track to have one of the best serving seasons in school history. She got to 34 aces in our match against NDSU, which puts her top 3 all-time in Division I history for UND. And she's 4 aces away from setting the Division I record for a number of aces in a season at 38, which she currently sits number 2 in Division I history in career aces as well. So she's always been really potent for us. Her behind the service line. She's also top 5 in career digs as well in the Division I era, and is 13th all-time in digs for UND in program history as one of only 21 people that have ever cracked 1,000 career digs. So Izzy's impact on the court is prolific, but it's just as strong off the court as well. She's consistently one of the people that all of our younger athletes talk about as making a huge impact on how they operate on and off the court and how they carry themselves and communicate at an incredibly elite level. And of course, last but not least, Paige Barber. Paige is having an incredible season for us this year. She's currently 2nd in the conference in points and kills, and she's doing it in a way that hasn't been seen in a really long time in our program. She's currently on track to break 1,000 career kills, being only the 21st person ever to do that in program history. And in doing so, she'll also crack the top 10 of Division I records in kills on a season this year, and she's having quite a year. And we know she's been an Offensive Player of the Week a couple times already for the Summer League this year, behind some really strong performances with multiple 20-plus kill matches, of course highlighted by her 26 kills and 23 digs against UMKC, which is the first time that we've had an athlete go 20-20 in a really long time in this program's history. But Paige is, again, on track to become one of the most prolific players in our program's history during her time here, and is currently in the position where she's choosing between going to PA school next year or going in and taking a professional contract and playing somewhere overseas. So really excited for all 3 of these seniors because they've meant so much to this program and so much to our team and to our staff. And ultimately, we've got 2 more chances at home for everybody to come out and see them play in the green and white one last time. And so encourage everybody to come on out and watch these 3 seniors who have done an amazing job for this program over the last 4 years, but are having amazing seasons themselves all this year, and come watch them play and compete for that last spot in the Summit League tournament this week.
Well, Coach, what's the strength of Omaha? What concerns you when you match up with them?
Yeah, they're huge. They're just a really large team. They've got a lot of players that are 6'4 plus in their lineup, and so they present an interesting challenge from an offensive standpoint of how do we get the ball past and around their block. Now, the other thing about being big is that big blockers mean they're big targets, and so there's a lot of chances for us to go use the edges of the block and score off of their block in a really positive way. I think it's also going to be really interesting because we're a pretty strong serving team, and they've struggled in receive over the last couple weeks in a few different rotations. And so seeing how they match up against our service will be really interesting to see who can win that phase of the game.
Last 2 home games of the season. how is your team kind of approaching these final opportunities to play in front of that home crowd and have all that extra energy?
Yeah, I mean, I think the match on Saturday against NDSU, of course, we're always going to have a really fun crowd. We had almost 1,500 people at the game, and it's just awesome to see that support from the community. And especially after the football game earlier in the day, we knew some people were going to be tired, but they all showed up. And when we have a match, whether we win or we lose, or it goes 3 sets, or it goes 5 sets, one of our favorite things as a staff and as a program is to see all of the little girls and all the little members of our community that come out and really love up on our team, and seeing the impact that they have as role models for all of those young athletes is huge. And so we're excited to play at home again. We're excited to be home for 2 weeks in a row, which is really nice because we don't really get to sleep that much in season. So another chance for us to go play and do what we love in front of a crowd that's really supportive is a fun chance for us to do that.
What would a successful final home stretch look for you ideally? If you could predict anything, what would it be?
Yeah, I mean, we want to make the Summit League tournament, and to do that, we've got to win 2 of the next 3 games at least. And so we know that we've got a good chance of doing that at home against these 2 opponents, especially the way that we played against them the first half of conference play. But ultimately, just going out and this is a really special team. It's been really awesome all year long to come into the gym, and every single day they're working to get better. Every single day they're supporting each other and competing really, really hard. And however much time we have left in the season, it's just awesome to coach this team, and it's awesome to be in the gym every single day. And so just cherishing every moment that we have together, because at some point the season will be over and we won't be able to play with those 3 seniors anymore. And so having this group celebrate that and spend that time together is something that's really special.
You kind of just touched on it. What would it mean to finish your home season on a high note for both the fans and then obviously the team as well? Yeah,
I mean, this team absolutely deserves it. They've done the work, and they continue to show up and do the work every single day. And honestly, as a coach, I couldn't be more proud of them for handling the adversity that they've had and continuing to go out and get better and to support each other in a way that not a lot of teams are capable of doing that. And so just the time that we get to spend together as a group is really special, and we want to make sure we cherish all of those moments. And there's still some work to be done. We want to make that Summit League tournament, and we know that when you make that tournament, every team is good and anybody can win on any given night, and that's why we play the game. So we're excited to go play some more.
Well, Katy, what do you think of kind of your senior season winding down here? What is that like?
Yeah, honestly, if I think about it too much, I'll get a little sad, so I try not to. I mean, we're here for this team. The team has worked so hard. I mean, us 3, we really want to end our senior season on a high note, but also just being able to set the future generations of this program up for success. We focused on that so much. We look back at the growth we've had from our freshman year, and we're like, how can we make that happen in all the other athletes just as fast, maybe even faster than we did, and just set them up for success too. So, yeah.
On the court, what's going to be the key to have a successful late stretch here for you guys?
Yeah, I think honestly just being UND volleyball, we talk a lot about how being united helps our team. It pushes us forward, but then also how much can we push out our strategy, push out our systems, and show that on the court. I mean, we do so well in practice. We're such a for each other team, and how much can that also come in games when we're in the jersey, when the pressure's on, and just being able to showcase that.
What is the carrot of a Summit League tournament driving you guys here?
I mean, it always is. I mean, but the first game we have that same drive as we are having the last few games. We want to win every single one. We're putting that pressure on ourselves every single day. We're trying to play like Summit League champions every single day in practice. So although now it's up into the stretch where we have to win to continue our season, we're still having the same mindset that we've had since the beginning.
As a senior, what does it mean to you to play 2 of your last home games here and then just having 1 more on the road?
I mean, honestly, it means so much. Our community really strives us. It's honestly why a lot of us committed here, because of the community that Grand Forks has and our amazing facilities. I mean, we love it so much. We love being in our locker room. I mean, we were all hanging out in the locker room before watching the football game too. So I think it's just how much can we thrive with our community there supporting us. So it means a lot.
For you as a senior, obviously you've been a leader all year, but for these last 2 games, what kind of role do you want to have, or what kind of emphasis do you want to have for these last 2?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to push us forward, help our team as much as I can. I mean, it's not really about me, it's about the whole team. So whatever role it is, if my stats are good, stats are bad, it doesn't really matter. We just want to be able to win together and for each other. So that's the main thing.
You heard me ask Coach this, but what would a strong finish at home for this season mean for you and for the rest of the team?
I think it honestly just lets us showcase the amount of work we've put in. And even on Saturday, we were talking about how much can we put on a show, and it's just how much can we do that one last time in the Betty, and being able to have the crowd cheering for us and just have that support really means a lot.